Kamusta? Maganda gabi sa inyo lahat. Just checking my phone. It's a good night tonight. Pretty quiet around the traps. Did a fair bit today with the house. Cleaned the windows, made sure they were all clean. Um, Cleaned and vacuumed the house. Hey guys, women's work is never done, neither is a man's. We all have to work hard, and even the men should pitch in every now and then, I reckon, just to help the little lady out, keep the home fires burning, as they say, and just making sure that everything is good. Got me bottle of water, got me peanuts. I'm good. And just waiting to see if anyone else comes on. Thank you, number one. Much appreciate you being here. But we just got to get everything organised. Got to keep the place clean. I've got a few other jobs on my plate at the moment too. I got to fix the shower. I've got some clear silicone. I got to run that down. First, I got to clean the tiles and get all the shitty stuff out and make sure it's nice and clean. Also, got to then silicone over the top, stop it from coming through. And also, I've got a chip in the bottom of the shower base. I'm fagged if I know what dropped down there and broke. So, got a bit horsey throat tonight. And, all's welcome on my live stream. Everybody's welcome. I have not got comments off. So if you want to come in, leave a comment or, have your say and, be respectful. If you're not respectful, delete you. But I mean it. You got to be respectful to be here. And a lot of my friends are, and we all get on really well. And that's the good thing about YouTube. You got those out there that aren't, but you got those out there that are. And those that are, you appreciate them a lot better, But anyway, enough about that. Life is good. As you know, life's good in the Philippines too as well. Thanks for the likes, guys. You just have to just enjoy life. Hey, Christopher Beecham, how are you? 4 people on, and Christopher Beecham is in the house. Yes, my nickname is Kermit, and I'm not going to say what Chris's nickname is. But yeah, it's been good. I had a text message, or I had a message left on my one of my videos tonight. You know what I did? I just deleted it. Not worth throwing about. And I will say one thing. I don't care. Plain and simple. Another thing is, I stick up for my friends. I like my friends. Greetings from prison. down in New South Wales. You're in prison at the moment, but you're not in prison as much as what I was. We had the face masks, we had the total lockdown, businesses closed, everything, And that was Dan Andrews' way of trying to get us out up in New South Wales. Yeah, sorry, up in New South Wales. Yes, I keep forgetting you're up there or up that way, and we're downhill. But yeah, so these things happen. But as I was saying, friends are friends. You stick by them whether you like it or not. Yeah, I know you're on top. Ooh, that'll be big. But I must get that too fixed too as well. It's starting to rot at the back. If I'm, if you are noticing, guys, I am looking here. I'm looking at my chat on my other phone, keeping an eagle eye on my chat. So I do know that yous are out there and know who's on, which is good. Oh, Selby, I left you a note. Didn't, or are you just coming? How are you, Noel? How's things going? Yes, as I said, before I get sidetracked again, I like and I respect my friends. Hey, Tom Victoria, that's good to see. I respect my friends, all my friends, and no, it's great that we have friends, and it's good to see that we've all friends that we can count on, and all friends that we enjoy having around us when we're in the downers and, protect us from harm and stuff like that. So, uh, but friends that ridicule and crucify us, they're not worth even mentioning, are they? But as my dear friend will point out to me, move on, and I totally agree. How's everyone been anyway? I just thought I'd plug that in for the moment. You guys out there are my friends, those that I know. 6 on, 2 in the room. Those 6, I hope you're having fun out in the cold because, it can get freezing up there. Um, you know, it's good. Life's good. Enjoy life. The Philippines is good. Life in the Philippines is great. You enjoy and you have fun. Did you find the dead skunk? No, it's still in the wall cavity. Now, I will tell you something. No, a while back I had a hole, like a silicon. Yeah, I'm getting it. We're getting ours on Wednesday, 5 o'clock. Uh, we did have a hole in the wall. It was in the brick wall out here, near the bathrooms between the shower and our room and CJ's room, and it was a silicon block they put in the wall. Well, I took that out because I needed to get into the spa. And yes, we have a spa in our bathroom. And I wanted to, be able to get to that cord if I need to, if it came out, well, for any reason. It has popped out once, and I've had to pull the spa knob out to grab it with a pair of pliers. And I got it out and I fixed it. But if it came out and went somewhere else, I couldn't get to it. So I had to take that silicon block out and make sure that, did you like my shopping centre this morning? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Sorry, Chris. How are you, Tom Victoria? I know Selby. Yeah, so I had to get it out that way, and accidentally I left the bloody thing open. Footscray today. Wow, good on you. That's great. It's good to hear. I have to fart in the bath for a spa effect. Yeah, well, we can't all be rich like me and have a spa bath in our house. Mind you, it was in the house when we brought it. And you're probably noticing the scenery in the room is different. No one's asked. No one's cheered. What's going on? You know, my phone is away so I can sit like this and talk, which is good, you know. I'm a shifty ass. No, actually, what we did the other day was I wasn't. CJ was jumping on the bed and the window is just here. No, I'm in CJ's room. CJ was jumping on the bed, which the bed is actually. Hang on, guys. Now there. So I won't give you a close up. Thanks for the likes, guys. Much appreciated. You reversed it. No, we just moved his bed from where I'm sitting and put it there. And basically, I was frightened because he was jumping up and down on the bed like a trampoline. I was frightened he was going to go through the window. And like I've already had cuts and scars through windows and stuff like that. So, um, it's one of those things. And I did not want him to go flying through the window by accident. So it was giving me a heart attack every time I came in here and looked at the bed near the window. And it's actually much better because he's got more room to play in here. There's my stick I belt um, intruders with. Um, it's got a knife, place for a knife to be assembled. But I have that to belt intruders with. That goes in my bedroom on the near me. I was looking at Webjet. There is some flight going on. Yeah, Tom. Philippines. Some flight going to the Philippines. Sorry. I pushed something that I shouldn't have. My apologies. I was looking at Webjet. There is some flight going to the Philippines in October, Singapore Airlines 3000 return. You can grab one of those flights, head over to Singapore. How are you, Noel? Anyway, by the way, I did leave you a note. I know I've got my man thingy up there is playing up 3 likes, 3 in the house. So it's great that that's happening. I think the Philippines are flying to, is it Philippine Airlines or is it Sing? There is some flight going to the Philippines in October, Singapore Airlines, 3000 return. Yeah, at the moment, Scott Morrison's not going to let out the country until everybody's vaccinated. So let's forget it. We've just got to wait until everybody gets vaccinated. And whenever that's going to be, I don't know. And how long that takes, I don't know. I get my vaccines this Wednesday. Two. They were thinking of getting yeah, exactly. I would not want to return back here. I can tell you that much. If I was going to the Philippines, I'd want to stay there. And elections in May. Oh, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who gets in, because there's a lot of people out there that are very annoyed with the other bloke, with Scott Morrison. So, yeah, as far as a lot of people are concerned, oh, look, if you've got, Tom, can I just tell you one thing? If you're going to quarantine for 2 weeks and you're going on holidays, what's the point? What's the point in flying over? Your 2 weeks of your holidays. If you got 4 weeks, you're laughing. No drama. If you are staying a month in the Philippines, you're laughing. That's great. But if you're only going for 2 weeks and you spend 2 weeks in quarantine, what's the point? There's no point. It's silly. It's ridiculous. But I love the Philippines. I enjoy the Philippines. I love it when I'm there. Um, it's the most enjoyable place in the world. You know, you can get things cheap. Um, you don't have to fork out like we do here for souvenir T-shirts, like $20 Australian. Um, it's just ridiculous. It really is. But you can buy T-shirts in the Philippines cheaper, far cheaper than you can here. You can buy thongs, you can buy this, you can buy glasses, Ray-Bans, stuff like that. You can buy them and they're pretty cheap. And like Chris will agree with me, it's just a simple, easy, quiet living there. It's enjoyable. You you obey the law, you do the right thing, you ain't gonna stress. It's one of those things. I love the country for what it is. I love the beauty. I love the Philippines. I like the Philippine government, President Duterte. They've got an election coming up soon. Whether Sarah gets in or Manny gets in, I, look, oh, I'm a big Manny Pacquiao fan, and as far as I'm concerned, I'd love to see him get in. I really would. Things might change. Things will change a little bit. If Sarah gets in, it's will be only because she's a little bit more qualified. But I wish Manny all the best. I pray and hope that he gets in for his people. I read an article someone put on his post on Facebook the other day, and I just did not reply to it because I thought it wasn't worth it. Um, I thought you've obviously got something against Manny Pacquiao, so I'll just let you go. You don't know him like those or I, and I've been watching Manny Pacquiao fight since he first started. So I just think he's a good champ. He's good. He fights for his people. He fights for the pride of his country, and that's what life's all about. He has a lot of giving. He's done a lot of things for his country. Hospital, kids, helping here and helping there. He's also, done it for himself too as well and his family, which is great. It's great. It really is great. You don't just when you're doing things like that, you don't just, hey, Father Swan, how are you? Kumusta? Thank you. I am seeing you on a delay thing. My chat hasn't come up again here. Sorry about that. Um, it's just one of those things. Uh, the islands are beautiful. It's great to go and island hopping and just enjoy, and have fun. So life's good, you know. Uh, the fruit and vegetables are great. Um, no, Selby would agree with me in some ways. Rent's cheap. To rent a house there is cheap when you're working, or you know, when you retire. You, you know, you can retire over there, and you look around. You've got to look around, guys. If you're going to retire and buy a house, look around because there are cheap ones, and you can if you haven't, um, if you're looking and that and you're staying there in the Philippines, you can bed down in a what do you call them, boarding house for a little while until you find something with your family. You can go check out places and oh, well done, Tom. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Manny Pacquiao. 1200 USD makes you mid to upper middle class there. Exactly, Father Wolves, exactly. And, guys, i- buy your food at the market, your fish, your vegetables, cauliflowers, carrots, all that. You would really get good bargains. Your meat, um, I know my mum, if she was over there, she would cringe. But that's life there. That's the way they have their meat hanging down. The same in the fish market. I'm not criticizing guys, I'm just saying fish in the buckets with water or on the table and they have water poured over them. You know, it's great. The guy I like was a former Speaker of the Senate. Oh, okay. Thanks, Noel. Gaetano. I could be honest, I haven't seen him. I am looking at my other phone too, guys, by the way. I'm just, you know, checking out the chat as well. But yeah, the tropical blue waters, warm, fish feeding on island hopping. Oh, mate, it is awesome. And I don't need to tell Tom Victoria, I don't need to tell Father Wolf's One, I don't need to tell Chris Beecham or Noel Selby. You got to get out of your little cubby hole every now and then, or cubby house, sorry. Um, I stand corrected. I stand myself corrected. But, the thing is, it's beautiful. You why criticize? The government's the government. They do all, it's probably the same here. The government's the government and they put laws in place and they do this and they do that. And we've got to respect it, not respect it. So I'm not going to say any more on the government, but I respect what Duterte is doing. I think he's done a great job for the Philippines. I really do. Whether you like or whether you don't like, he's trying to do what's best for his country. And unfortunately, if you say you're a drug dealer and I popped around with a mate, I got nothing to do with drugs, but my mate has. Didn't know he was a drug addict, happened to be there at the time. I'm sorry, you get caught there. That's it. You just gotta pay the price. And that's the way it is there. If you speak out about the government, it's the way it is. A foreigner's got no rights to speak out about the government in the Philippines at all. I mean, at all. You respect their laws and you respect their traditions. Captain Cook, 1778, went back to Hawaii and he was there and the king fell and he put his hand out and Captain Cook was killed for that, helping the king up. Like, what a way to go, but it, in their eyes, it was disrespect to the king of Hawaii. So you need to respect their laws. And the Philippines have got a lot of good laws and a lot of bad laws, but one law is you never speak out about the Philippines. And you got to remember, guys, foreigners are a guest, regardless whether you have a permanent resident sticker. You must respect or keep the pie hole shut. If you live in any country, you're a guest. Exactly, Father Wolf's. Best advice I got was when you were there and they talk politics, just say, okay, even family members get into feuds. And if drunk, the shooting can begin. Exactly, Father Wolf's, exactly. You just need to, um, as you said in the last one, you must respect or keep the pie hole shut. The Philippines has a lot of traditions, a lot of laws, and that is one I steadfastly on not getting involved in the politics. If I'm asked, I would say I think he's doing a good job, but that's just my opinion. And like opinions are like assholes. We're all got one, and you know, excuse French, but it is the way it is there. And, if you speak out of term, if you see a politician do the wrong thing, keep your mouth shut. Leave it shut. Don't say nothing. I want to be able to go all the way back to the Philippines anytime I like, Um, and I can. I've got no issue there. There's no problems. I'm good. I'm good with a few friends, and I'm good with the Philippine government. I can walk in and walk out without no problems. I've got no problems. I just walk away. It's their country. Exactly, Chris Beecham. Exactly. You need to, if it gets heated, you need to walk back off, um, and just say you're right. Yeah, but if you respect what a person's doing, it should be just that respect. And if, like Manny Pacquiao, best and true champion out, he was robbed on the two fights that he had here, and I know that for a fact. And he was robbed on the other fight too. Oh, the one fight he had here, sorry, against Jeff Horn, he was robbed on that, and he was robbed in America under uh, Floyd Mayweather. That fight, he was robbed. In my book, he was robbed. A lot of people won't agree with me, but he was robbed, and it was fixed, and he should have seen it coming. But unfortunately, these things happen. And I feel sorry for Manny. I really do in that way. But retrospectively, when you look at it, the fights that he's fought after Floyd Mayweather, he's won. He's come back. He's proved himself. He's a champ. He's the best of the best, and always will be in my book. Um, I thought he was. Sorry, no. There is a plaque there saying he was, but I wrong. My apologies. Um, it is a great country. It is great to meet beautiful Filipinos as I have, and Chris Beecham, my friends Steve and Rona Lee, my other friends Brad and Karen, and Jeff and Lennon. You know, we love it over there. And I know they wouldn't go back and live there, but I would in a heartbeat. I have no issues about that. But I don't. I've met people over there, and we've been good friends, and we sit down, we have a drink, and have fun, and talk, and you know, just play cards. And mate, I guarantee you, I lose all the time, but it doesn't bother me because I'd rather lose because I'm a visitor. So it doesn't. Whether we're playing for money or whether we're playing for things. And yeah, I respect every country too, Tom. But I respect the Philippines more, most of all. I have a lot of respect for the Philippines and their people and their country. Plain and simple. Just you know, walk away from it, let it go. But never get involved with politics. Just say, yeah, I think he's doing a good job, but leave it at that. Walk away. Don't keep on about it. When I mean walk away, I mean stop talking about it and just sit down and be friends and keep enjoying life. Because you're there on a holiday, you're having fun with the family. You know, all the great resorts. There's one in the now, uh, Intrasan. We went there. Beautiful resort, worth taking the kids. It is great. But there's others, not just Intrasan, but Intrasan is the one of the best I've been to so far, thus far, I should say. And you know, we had fun there. We enjoyed ourselves. The pool goes right around. There's a big water slide. Why it wasn't open the day I was there, I don't know. My family has good things, Tom. It's funny talking on this and watching this because it's got a delayed, about 5 minute delay. You know, I was expecting a bit of trouble tonight on my live. Um, but you know what? I don't care. As I said, with friends, I respect my friends. I respect Father Wolf Swan. I respect Chris Peacham. I respect Noel. I respect William and Chick, a foreigner, a farmer, an Aussie farming in the Philippines. I respect William. He's a great bloke, top bloke, and I like what he's doing. Good on him. Well done. Good on you, mate. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. Enjoy what you're doing. That's the best. Um, but I've also got other friends as well. I respect. I'm going to keep them out of it. But some of you guys know who they are, and I'm not going to. Captain Cook was killed on a beach in Hawaii, February 14th, 1779. He was stabbed in the neck. Yeah, well, I was right. I was right. That he was buried there too, I think, or I think his plaque is there. Uh, the most important thing is having friendship. Mine and William and Chick's are the best, and it doesn't matter whether there's an argument between two friends that we know, we just let it go. You know, I'm here, I'm William and Chick's friend, and I'm my other friend's friend, and I respect that. I respect and I keep. You know, I enjoy our friendship, and that's what it's all about. You know, I keep other things, arguments, and other people's dislikes out of um, our friendship. Um, just because he might be right or he might not be right doesn't mean, you know, I'll walk away if I'm wrong. But, you know, as I said, everybody's welcome to leave a comment. I don't have my comments on kids. So, you know, if you want to leave a comment, come leave a comment. Doesn't bother me. I'm not going to think. I'll let you have your say if it gets out of, you know, but as I said, it gets out. Respect your host and always be a good friend to each other. Something happened to the Philippines. It was sad. Yes, America uh, sent an Air Force plane to the Philippines. It's killed 70 people in this province. Crash landed. Something happened to the plane. We're yet to find out more, Tom. Uh, it is. It's fair enough. C-130 crashed. Thanks, Chris. Um, Kalakua Bay. Yes, it wasn't good. There was about 70 people killed. My family here at Scott Expat in the Philippines send our deepest sympathies and our condolences to all the family members who had family that lost their life in that plane crash. We're sorry. From Australia, we're sorry to hear from my family. Uh, as I said, Scott expat in the Philippines. I'm so sorry, and deeply our deepest sympathies and condolences go out to each and individual family that lost family members in that plane crash. It wasn't good. I saw the thing, and it's in Julo trainees. Thanks, Father Horse One. Much appreciated with the military. T Victoria Julo. Yeah. Thanks, Tom. It's not good when things happen like that. Um, I really feel sorry for the families. Um, it's disheartening. It's something that I don't know, shouldn't have happened, but it's happened. It won't be. I think there might be repercussions after this, but they'll let it lie for a while. But you know, they would put it that an accident's an accident, but when something like that happens, we don't know what's happened. So until a full inquiry and the black box is recovered, they'll know more. That's all I'm saying on that matter, guys. That's all right and all things, you know. Um, I will say one thing, Noel. Chris Beecham does know his history really well. He might not have been buried there. His plaque is there. He might have been taken back to They came close to being killed there, no, and Samoa too. Yeah, thanks, Father Wolf Swan. Much appreciated, mate. Also, Father Wolf Swan is, I've been following him for so long, and he also is a man with some good knowledge, like Christopher Beecham. Christopher Beecham's got a lot of knowledge. Anything you need to know, ask Christopher. He will put it straight. Look, sometimes I'm wrong. Or then again, Chris would say, "You're wrong most of the time." But we're good. We're good. Philippines, Air Force trainees. I thought they were American. My apologies there. Thanks for that too, Chris. Um, but as I said, they've who you know they've lost a lot of family members, a lot of good friends and people, and it's so sad. Uh, you know, I just wish that they would get to the bottom of all this COVID shit, and I wish that all the health departments would get together and be as one rather than one giving this opinion, one giving that opinion. But also, I just wish our head of government would think from what I heard, we were offered $40 million, 40 million, sorry, 40 million vials, which are about that big, of uh, AstraZeneca and AstraZeneca. Sorry, I'll get it right. I'm even wrong sometimes. And Chris will say, "Oh, you're wrong all the time." It's all good, mate. No worries. Maybe they're in Hawaii. Oh, okay. Thanks, Chris. I stand corrected again. He is buried there in Hawaii. Sorry. I love the Philippines so much. So do I, Tom. I am so wanting to be out of here. Um, but until I get my shots, and these are my first shots that I'll get on Wednesday. Yeah, exactly, fallibles. That's how they farm people with fear. We were told, or Scott Morrison was told, that they could have 40 million vials of AstraZeneca and Pfizer together from America or Europe. You know what he did? No, we don't need it. We don't need that one. Well, I'm sorry, but I think you're wrong there, Scott Morrison. And this is how stupid our government is. Whether, you know, they, they've been given a lifeline. And what's he choose to do? No, don't want it. Hey, excuse me. The taxpayer is paying for it, not you, you blockhead. Yeah? Um, he is such a blockhead. He must have gone to school with Donald Trump. I'm sorry. I'm not being thingy, but as far as another person's concerned, he's probably the same book too. But when someone's handing you 40 million vials of AstraZeneca and Pfizer, take the freaking thing, it's it's helping the country out. It's not helping you out. The governments always forget we were supposed to get 4 million from EU, but Italy blocked it. Yeah, well, I remember that. That was at the start, Chris. That was at the start. That was when it first came out. They were going to send it out, and there you turned around and said, "We need it here. You know, what are you doing?" But America turned around and said, "We'll give you 40 million." But it's got more, well, something in that line. I'll get my facts right sooner or later. Don't know. But I'm probably not far off it. And he denied. He just turned around and said, "No, we don't need it." What gives him the right to speak for Australian people? Just because he's Prime Minister. It's like all the it's like the health ministers. One says this, the other says that. You can watch the news, you've got two health ministers. Then you've got three in Victoria. And they're all saying, and now there's a new deputy health minister. And you think, what the hell is going on? Perhaps there is a good reason for it. Give me a Sputnik or Sino if I was forced to. Exactly. I'll be to Clark Airport so many times. You've been to Clark Airport so many times, Tom, Victoria. Sorry if I correct you, mate, but your spelling's atrocious, man. It's alright, I'm having fun. I'm just having fun with you, mate. Alright. Just having a joke with you. He wants to be our hero for keeping us safe. They, the US, did want to give it out until now. Yeah, well, they probably turned around and thought, you don't want it? We'll keep it. We've got plenty of people here. Go and fix the Indian nations with it. And I think Father Wolf would agree with me on that one too. It is what it is, unfortunately. Is this going to get any better? Hope so. I want to be able to head home soon. I hope that Chris Beecham can head home. I'm praying for that day. I'm praying for him to be able to have a virus that's not going to harm him. Vaccine, sorry, that's not going to harm him. And I agree. I do hope, Chris can go back to Leahy and be with his family there. And I do hope that he can take Johnson and Johnson or the other one. I can't think of the other one. Why have you, goodbye, Scott? Where are you going? I just think that, it's pretty unfair. Like it takes 10 years to get a virus all settled and all done and dusted and get it right. These guys have only had not even a year to get this vaccine right. AstraZeneca, blood clots. The Pfizer, this little side effects. If it means I can't have kids, well, Moderna, thank you, Chris Beecham. Oh, you meant you'll wave me goodbye if I fly out before you, or you fly out before me, one of the two. I honestly, like, I can be sincere. I'm a sincere guy, and yeah, I only feel sorry for those who I know. Um, I love life. I love people. Except those that I don't like. But I love my Philippine family. Love them to death. You know, they are so good, and I'm looking forward to going back to seeing them. You know, Eileen asked me the other day when we're getting out of here. I said, well, as soon as we have our vaccines, 1 and 2, maybe we'll be able to fly out. I'm just praying for the day that Chris can have his, and I'm hoping he can have the Moderna and the Johnson and Johnson. Um, you know, hopefully there's no side effects. But with the AstraZeneca, apparently there's blood clots, or have problems with blood. Thickens the blood. It doesn't thin if you're on blood thinners, especially John too, Roma and John. Um, John's not. He's a wild boy, but he's taking blood thinners. And sorry, John. But yeah, I feel sorry. He can go back to the Philippines anytime he likes. No problems there. But he's got to also check with his doctors. He's checking now and getting details. I'm sure Oscamo had salt water. So do I. Told you you have in mind. Keep it under the radar. Just speech him all about the coof. It's important to have government because who's going to run the country? Yeah, I agree with you there, Tom Victoria, but our government's let us down on this one, on the vaccines. And remember, people are like elephants. They might have the brain of a peanut. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but they got a long memory. It is a hard choice. I just think we'll get back. We'll get back. There's no dramas there. We'll get back. Those who've taken the vaccine, first and second shots, they'll be able to fly. And as I said with Chris, I just all our governments have let us down exactly, Chris. Um, you know, I stand corrected in something. You guys are good, you know. If I'm not right, I get corrected, and I'll admit when I'm wrong, you know, on some things. But I'll stand firm on friendship. I'll stand firm on with my friends about things, about issues. And if I remember something that someone said, watch out, because it's going to hit you right in the face, fair square, if you don't remember what you said. I think that's called senior's moment or Alzheimer's. But, you know, I don't mention names of people, and the name I won't mention because I don't give a rat's ass about him. So, you know, anyway. On Chick, hello, did you get my message, Chick? How are you, darling? Our love to William, and we wish him all the best. Thank you for coming. I really do appreciate your support. Ronaldin and CJ are going out with me. Yeah, I know that. You're married, Chris Beecham. I'm good, thanks. One chick just dropping by before I close. It's nice. Thank you, chick. Give our love to William. I like what Singapore is doing with COVID. I don't know anything about that, what they're doing. No. I, I wish, could you update me on that? I am not sure on what's going on. with what Singapore's doing. I've got that piece of skin. It's been bothering me all day. I would not know what's going on. Yes, give William our love and thing. I'm sorry I haven't been on much. I've been too busy with my own thing, but each to their own. We all have things we have to do other than what we need to do. But yeah, our love to William and your good self, and to Sam, and to Ozzy, little Ozzy, and Mama Pig and Daddy Pig. Chris Beecham, you're going to end up going home to the Philippines. I know this for a fact. Um, we don't leave a person behind, mate. Us Aussies, we don't leave a person behind. So you'll be coming with us whether you like it or not. I want to see how long till the government's border collies turn back on them and side with us. Yeah, exactly, Father Swan. Exactly. Um, the governments are put in there for a reason to govern the country. But as we keep forgetting, Fuzzy Bear. I wasn't going to tell. I wasn't going to. I call Chris Beecham Fuzzy Bear because he calls me Kermit. It's our little pet name with each other. I wasn't going to let that one go. But it's hard. The governments tend to realise at the last minute when we go for re-elections that they got a choice of staying in or they're going to be ousted like you would not believe. Yes, we are the government, Father Wolf. We are the government. We can put them out as much as we like. We put them in there basically to govern the country, to govern the place. And if they're not doing a good job, well, we've got to be. And yeah, that's what ScoMo is waiting for too. Scott Morrison, he's he's stuffed up left, right, and centre. I can't believe it. Guys. If I was running Australia, I would say this. Yes, we're going to have the vaccines. Yes, I will take that 40 million. If Italy and the UN, or I think, as Chris Beecham said, with the UN, EU blocking it from Italy, because Italy was going to think trouble is they outgun us. Yeah. Yeah, same here, mate. Same here. Uh, you know, it's like this that you stuff up, you're going to be out. Government, he's stuffed up. ScoMo's stuffed up. If I was running the country, this is what I would do. Yes, we're having vaccines. Yes, we're face masks. I'm sorry, I didn't want to go there. Just oh shit. 78.2 years of age, the average lifespan, I guess. Exactly. the thing I would do, yes, I would have face masks. I'm sorry, guys. That's, it's protecting me from you and you from me. Um, the other thing, guys, everyone must have the vaccine if you want to fly out or go on a cruise ship. But you've got to take both, plus the flu injection. Um, and I would get the planes up in the air, for crying out loud. I know they get maintenance done on them. We have planes sitting face. We have planes sitting in the Mojave Desert. We have planes, or all Qantas planes are sitting in the Mojave Desert. I'm assuming they're all getting maintenance done on them. Uh, yeah. The more of your face is what covered, the better the rest of us. Yeah, we got them here too. Father Wolf's face mask. I hate the bloody things, but it's protecting me from you, you from me, and everybody else. But in, they've also got face shields. They had the face shields in the hospital. It protects the eyes. This new variant, Delta version, it attacks the eyes, attacks the nose, attacks the mouth. It's not good. It is hard. It's a harsh reality. Hopefully, we can get back up in the air again. But let me tell you, those planes sitting out in the desert, whether it be Alice Springs or whether it be the Mojave Desert in America, um, it's not good. Dust, they might have dust covers on them, but dust. I could sit here at this table. I guarantee you by tomorrow, I have an inch of dust on it. So if there's dust on the outside of the plane, there's dust inside. When it comes to some women, I think burqa would be better. Yeah. Tom Victoria, Father Wolf's is a top bloke. He is an awesome bloke. And if you need to know anything, him and Chris Beecham know quite a fair bit. And so does Scoot B. Scoot B is pretty well much on top of everything in America and Arizona, and he's got a lot of general knowledge as well, which is great to see. And I agree with you that one too, Father Wolf. When it comes to it, some women, I think a burqa would be better. Oh God! But it doesn't matter. You can sit at this table today, wipe it, come back tomorrow, there'll be about a tinge of dust on it. So you can imagine what that is doing in on the plains out in the desert. It might be on the outside. They might take them over to the hangars or wash the engines down, clean them, dry them out, run them. Thanks for the likes, guys. I really do appreciate it. A paper bag for others. Yeah, me too. Joke, 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 Joyce. Joke, Nolan. Um, but I'm sure they do maintenance on them. I'm sure they get them up in the air. And I've seen a few come back from wherever. It's they've got to get them back up again. They really do. And this government's not helping by keeping them sitting idle. People are going to start to wonder now. Um, you know, maybe we should be building boats, ships again. Um, you know, and as my doctor said, you have more chance of getting hit by a car, hit by a bus. Your chances with AstraZeneca giving you heart problems, you could be okay. You could pass, which is good. The risks are minimal. But then also, if you're a smoker, you're how if you smoke, and I'm not having a go at people that smoke. If you smoke, it puts um your percentage of living down, so they say. If you drink, it puts a percentage of your life down. Years ago they were saying drinking alcohol is good for you. It is in moderation. I used to smoke before I met Arlene. If I take, which I'm going to be taking AstraZeneca this Wednesday. If I'm not back on Saturday, well, you know what's happened. I don't ill will that be. Um, but what I'm saying is that I know is that kosher, mandated, not wearing masks or respirators in any circumstances for more than 3 hours, and a 2 hour break between. Yeah, exactly. uh, well, yeah. But they've got to get these planes back up in the air, guys. Our government's got to get these planes up in the air. Scott Morrison's got to stop being an F-wit and start getting some more planes up. Open international tourism. If everyone takes the vaccines, we would be a lot better off for it. If people stop rebelling against it, okay, AstraZeneca is not good for heart people. Why the hell was it put on? Why the hell? Only because we had one choice? No, we've got two choices, Pfizer and AstraZeneca. Now, if they proved that AstraZeneca caused blood clots, even with people who had blood thinners, why the hell didn't they take? Why the hell didn't Scott Morris take it off the thing? Because you got a lot of other dimwit, um, exactly, uh, exactly. No, I'll agree with you there on that one. Are you still here? One chick chat pimp. I'll get this right. Sorry, guys. One Pinoy chick chat. You still here? Or are you going to bed, you boys? Sweet dreams. Good night, Will. Good night, chick. Pfizer damages heart muscles. So, the hell? Why? So, if I take Pfizer, I'm going to damage my heart muscle. Fuck. How? Ah, you know. But as I said, as I said, why put AstraZeneca out? Why leave AstraZeneca out there? Why not just say, no, we're not touching that? AstraZeneca should have been taken, put in a lab, and tested until it was safe to use. There must be some little formula in the AstraZeneca that does that to the heart, to the blood thinners as well. And, like if they took Pfizer off the market, Chris, as well, we'd have nothing. I know our neighbour has not been good with this at all. He's been pretty crook, but experimental drugs got exactly, they're experimental drugs. The government doesn't care whether you die or not. They don't give a shit. I got so much info from one of Germany's top genetic scientists when he was working. He said, "Yeah, what do? You walk around and ignore all this? Do we just keep ignoring it? Do we go and get 2 flu shots to cover? You know, we had the flu shots, we had the shots for polio, we had the shots for measles, we had the shots for chicken pox, I think it was. I'm not a laboratory either, Chris, but I will gamble my life if it means going back, able to go back to the Philippines, and if I die there, well, my family can bury me there. So God, overlooking at the sea. You know, it's one of those things. But we should learn not to trust big farms. Yeah, exactly. We saw what formaldehyde and I did to kids born with no arms, and like now, the doctors said it was safe. Yeah, and a lot of doctors, I think, were sued over it too, to be honest. Yeah, I was watching, for those in Australia, I don't know whether you get it in, polio was the fast track back then. Yeah, exactly, that's the one. Thanks, Father Wolf. That's the one I was thinking of. People were desperate and good. It worked out. Yes, exactly, Father Wolf. It was good. It worked out. It stopped polio. We never had polio after that. The flu shot, I think I was told that they put 5% of flu in, and the rest of them was the drug to stop the antivirus. Um, so, 90% of people recover without the vaccine. Well, see, if you could, if you, it's funny, I have not seen the death rate in the Philippines at all. I've not seen the death rate. No, Sal, will you be able to give me the death rate of what they had in the Philippines? But I have not seen the death rate in the Philippines. I've seen 500,000 people dying in India, and they're burning bodies. 300,000 plus in New York passed away. That went down the wrong way. Exactly, Tom. Exactly. They want the government. The government want everybody vaccinated straight away. And excuse me, I forgot my face mask then. Um, exactly, Chris. Exactly. Tom, to that went down the wrong way. The government want people vaccinated so we can get back up on top. What the government should have done was this: first responders, but the elderly, and then first responders should have been done. Well, maybe the elderly and first responders should have been done first before anything. And as far as I'm concerned, um, it would have helped out a lot better if that was the case. A lot, I know, if you're off duty and you're going in to work, get the vaccine. If you're working, well, when you go back into the hospital, get the vaccine. It's only 5 minutes while your buddy's checking the person in. You get the vaccine, then swap over and let him have the vaccine. 25. Is that 25,000, Chris? 25,149 deaths since it began. What is the population of the Philippines? That's what I want. That's what I would like to know too. 1.36 recovered. Thank you, Chris Beecham. What is the population of the Philippines? Oh, so yes, 25,149 deaths since. I forgot to put a little asterisk in there. Never mind. But, mate, uh, it's good to have people that have got the facts and figures. Like, these guys are awesome. They really are. And they make my head spin. And like, sometimes I get a headache. I need to grab two of Mum's Panadols. They're hard shit, nasty hard shit, but they are good Panadols. 108.1 million. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. 108.1 million. Um, Hazy Cheesy premiere and soon, or it's on now. Big shout out to Hazy Cheesy, Aris Chavez. Uh, you know, 108 million point one. Soon they will be cutting down coconuts and bananas just to find room to bury people. Miss Muggs, kumusta? Maganda gabi sa inyo lahat. How are you? I'm fine. 18,000 deaths in Europe from the jab. 400,000 injured. Shit. Good to see you here, Miss Muggs. Thank you for coming by. I really do appreciate it. It's great to see you. Thank you for coming. Mwah. Love you, love you, love you. I do love her. She's good. She's gorgeous. She's my little friend. She's great, Miss Muggs. One 0.1% CB. Whoa, you're not my money yet. It's all right. Listen that. We're good, Miss Mugs. You know, it's hard to believe when you look at it. 18,000 deaths in Europe from the jab, 400,000 injured. Thank you for the likes too, guys. Really do appreciate it, guys. I really do. But, um, IS and most were old, over 70s. 0.04 with a question mark. Thanks, Father Wolves. Yeah, as I said, I take my hat off to Chris Beecham and Father Wolves because they have got and Scoot B, have got a wide range of knowledge and maybe because I sit down and read where I don't. It's just terrible. It really is. Just you really do need to shake your head and I sometimes can't fathom why it is. But some turn around, some of the government officials turn around and say, "But there's people dying every day. Don't you take that into calculations?" Yes, we do. We do take that into calculations, government, that there is a person dies every day, whether it be from old age or whether it be young. I'm used to my head, not in math. um, it's Yeah, as I said, it's hard to. I was sidetracked myself again. See, seeing a moment. Big shout out to my PI Dreams, Texas Filipino, Nolan James. Um, you know, it's as I said, hard to fathom that. Good night, Miss Muggs. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna pop by your live tomorrow. Tom Victoria, I have to go talk to you soon. I have to get up early. Okay, mate. No worries. Tom Victoria. Thank you. Good morning and good night. Good night, mate. Take care. Have fun. Enjoy. We'll catch up again. I will be on tomorrow night too. Um, Mahal Kita, Miss Muggs. And how's the family too, by the way? Our love to the family. I love to the kids. Take care, guys and ladies. Bye. Catch you later, Noel. See you later, Chicken Will. Good night. It, as I said, uh, you know, it's one of those things. We just got to, unfortunately, for the moment, live with it. And once the vaccines uh, come through and everybody's had it, maybe everything can get back to normal again, which will be better. Boo. Bye bye, mate. See you later, Noel. I'll read my note too. I left you on Messenger, Noel. 705 people died of the flu in Australia in 2019. Died of COVID, 910 people. So what's the panic? Exactly. What's the big panic? More people were killed by hammers in the United States than by guns. Most are from suicide. It's all spin. Why I research before trusting my life. And you get people that walk out on mobile phones and get hit by a bus, or people go for holidays and don't come back. Car crashes over the side of a mountain in the snow or whatever. I don't wish that on anybody, guys, by the way. I'm just putting that as a figure. Catch you later, Noel. Thank you for coming, mate. Um, you know, a friend of mine a long time ago, we were kids and come home. His father just come home from work, you know, and he liked to come home from work and sit down and read the paper while while his wife was cooking, doing the cooking. Us kids went out and played and that, and the youngest daughter was with her father. And she was playing on the chair over the other side, and he smiled. This was before we went outside, and he just, I don't know what it was. He sat in the chair, and the paper was like this, and he was like that. And his daughter thought he was asleep. His wife went to wake him, never woke up. Did he have a heart attack? Don't know. All I knew over the past years that went by, I still see my friend. And he was telling me that at the time his mum couldn't talk to us about it because they were only young. We were only what 10 and 8 and 11. Catch you later, Tom Victoria. Thank you for coming. Much appreciate your support. Thank you. His wife learnt at the time when he passed on, it was an aneurysm in the brain. It just shut him down. And he just sat there and read the paper. He could have died in the car crash. He used to drive to work and back, like we all do. Guys, it's one of those things, he had an impeccable health. He got up every morning, had his breakfast, toast and eggs, and then went to work. He did drink coffee, and yeah, that was it. He just had an aneurysm on the brain and died in the chair, so quietly. Wasn't good. It's very sad. But she learned that day when they called the coroner in and that because she wanted to clear herself of any wrongdoing. And the coroner told her that day, and he just passed away. And while he was sitting there reading the paper. It's one of those things, guys. You can have the best of health and be really healthy and walk around and have fun and enjoy life. And then next minute, your life's cut short for whatever reason. So getting the jab is nothing compared to that, really, when you look at it. I miss him. He was a good father to my mate, top bloke. If I was around his age, I think I would have had a beer with him back then, if I was his age back then. He didn't drink much, never smoked, never smoked. Did never see a smoke in his mouth. Was a factory labourer and like everything. Average age of dead males 78, average age of females 84. Thank you, Chris. Much appreciated. I turned 56 in a couple of days. Yeah. We try not, I'm not the only one. I lost my father when back in September, 3 days shy of his birthday. He was born on the 27th of September and he passed away on the 24th. He had Hodgkin's lymphoma. I remember telling him that CJ was born, hoping, wishing that, sorry if I can't look at just straight up. It's one of those things. Hoping and wishing that he could see CJ when he was born. CJ was born on the 17th, the 5th of March 2017. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 months. I was hoping for 5 months that he'd be able to see my son born, but that didn't happen. Mum, she suffered not long after Dad kidney failure, which would have been around about October. My brother took her over here to the doctors. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Father Wolf. Um, Mum, I think, collapsed in October, not long after Dad, and she was diagnosed with kidney failure. She's still alive. She can't feel her feet when she walks on the carpet. She has to have shoes and socks on. She has to have her feet massaged every day. She struggles to get in the shower. The pain is excruciating through her body. All I know is CJ's got her until she. But I don't want to think about that. I'm just happy that we've got her, and I told her that today as she was in pain. I basically said, you need to do something about it. Means you need to get up. Because she walks around, yeah, she does walk around and she does sit in the chair and here watching telly. And she was saying something, and then a pain went through her foot, and I could see it wasn't good. But it's one of those things, guys. It's very excruciating. And to see her when I massage her foot, like I'm not the what you call the easiest. Exactly, Father Wolves. Exactly. Exactly. I totally agree with you. I really do. I totally agree with you. Not to sound cold, Scott, but better to stay with the living and see the joy in your life. It's just true. You can spread joy better if you live joy. Exactly. Thank you, Father Wolves. Thank you. As I was saying, she, Mum, when I massage her feet, she's in pain. I'm not, as I said, I'm not the softest. I haven't got the softest hands. Yeah, I know, yeah. I've got the softest hands, guys. I really haven't. And I, I wash CJ like I'm washing a car, rough as. And you can imagine what I do when I'm massaging mum's feet. It's like that, you know. It's force of habit. But we're glad to have her still with us. And I enjoy having her. Oh, by the way, guys, Friday night, no live stream because I'm going to my brother's for my birthday on Sunday. So that's why there won't be a live Friday and Sunday, but I'll have a live Monday and Tuesday to make up for those 2 days. Yes, 56. But anyway, guys, tomorrow night is another night, and I will not be talking about the COVID situation again. I'm going to let it drop. Um, I will say one thing. I was told the other day that live streams by YouTube, those who just do those who just do lives, better watch yourselves. That's all I'm saying. If you do lives and have video content like I do and everybody else, you won't have an issue. I'm not out to make enemies or anything like that. I just heard that YouTube was cutting like people who just do live streams and no videos. Basically, they're doing it because they think that all people are doing is to get views, which is not true. I do videos. Father Wolf does videos. Okay, Father Wolf. I enjoyed the video you did the other day too. Okay, mate. Thank you for coming. Much appreciated. I'm going to wrap up now anyway, but uh, basically what I'm saying is that uh, those who just do live streams, just keep your eyes out because YouTube will be taking a good hard look at those who just do lives just for the view sake of everything. If you do videos and lives, you ain't got to stress. You're going to be okay. You're going to have everything's going to be good. So, you got not a problem. But I heard that the other day and I think there's going to be a memo out on it, letting people know. But I'm just letting you guys know and be prepared. Those who do videos and live streams, you ain't got to stress, guys. But those who just do videos, just keep in mind that you need to get some other content other than live streams, and especially for views. Yeah, I love all my subscribers. I love all my friends. Okay, Father Wolves, thank you very much. Much appreciated. And thank you for coming. You're all right, Chris. You're a supporter. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Being a supporter is a good thing. Big shout out to Tony Carolla too, by the way. Che Casares, Che Cruz, Che Torres, Kitty Everyday, Kathy O'Palawan. Big shout out to you. Tropical Tim in the Philippines, Wish for Wanda, Clyde Seaside, and Lefty All Round, Philly in the Philippines, Lut and Hannah Grace. Also, Melee and the Adventures, Melee Adventures of, and the Adventures of Melee, the Adventures of the Philippines. I think I got that right. I might have confused myself there. Sorry, Melee. Um, Also, Philo in the Philippines. Missing you, mate. Looking forward to when you come back. Uh, you're a great bloke and can't wait to see you back on our screen soon. Two beers, big shout out to two beers. Two beers. And take care, guys. Have a good night. Enjoy. Oh, The Adventures of Melee. I think it is. And our best wishes to you, Ruthie and Arthur, and Adventures, and Tom and Ruth's Philippine Adventures. Check out the Rileys and POD. Big shout out to you also, the Hapsters. And we'll catch up. Oh, big shout out to Sean Williams too. We'll catch Sergey and Kevin Nash's Kitchen, Lagai Abrides, Mars Bankcard, and Tony Akubra for big shout out. And also Rena Roberts and Mike Roberts. Big shout out also to Mike and May's Adventures. Take care, guys. Have fun. Remember, life's good. Mahal kita. And yes, guys, I do make mistakes. No drama. But I rectify it. Ain't got an issue. But we all have fun. And we all make mistakes here and there in life. Doesn't matter where you go. Life is good.